Have you ever gotten out of bed in the morning and felt like your body was just a little slower, a little stiffer than it used to be? Maybe you catch yourself reaching for the handrail when you didn't used to need it, or you notice it takes just a few more minutes to really get moving. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. It's something so many of us experience after 60, and honestly, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just life. And the beautiful story your body is telling after all these amazing years. But here's the good news. Feeling stiff or less mobile doesn't have to be the new normal. In fact, with just a few simple daily habits, you can stretch your life longer, not just in years, but in quality. The kind of vibrant, joyful, get-up-and-go quality that makes every single day a little more enjoyable. And it doesn't require anything extreme or complicated. You don't need to become a yoga master or hit the gym for hours a day. Sometimes it's the small, consistent things we do that make the biggest difference. Today, we're going to talk about some of the most effective daily mobility habits you can weave into your life easily. These little shifts can help you move better, feel younger, and stay independent for longer. And honestly, they can make life feel a whole lot more fun too. Let's start with something simple but powerful. Morning stretching. You know, there's something almost magical about those first few minutes after waking up. Your body is waking up too, and giving it a gentle stretch is like offering a warm, good morning hug. Imagine standing by your bed, reaching your arms overhead slowly, and taking a deep breath. Feel your spine lengthen. Feel your lungs open. Even just a minute or two of reaching up, bending side to side, maybe touching your toes if you're able, can make a huge difference. It's a way of telling your body, I'm ready for the day. Stretching first thing in the morning helps get the blood flowing to your muscles and joints, flushing out stiffness that can settle overnight. It's like giving your whole system a gentle nudge to start moving with ease. Plus, it's a moment of mindfulness, a reminder that today is a brand new gift, and you're taking charge of how you meet it. Another habit that can work wonders is simply staying aware of how much you sit. It's so easy to get comfortable in a chair, maybe watching a favorite show, reading a good book, or enjoying a nice long chat with a friend. And those moments are wonderful. But when we sit for hours without moving, our joints can start to stiffen, and our muscles can get weaker over time. What can help is making a gentle agreement with yourself. Every 30 to 45 minutes, stand up, even if it's just for a minute or two. Walk around the room. Stretch your arms overhead again. Roll your shoulders back. Swing your legs a little. You don't have to go far or move fast. Just move. Think of it like keeping the oil flowing in a beloved old car. You want to keep everything running smooth. One woman I know, Margaret, she's 72, set a little timer on her phone to chime every 40 minutes. She said at first it was a bit annoying, but now it's like a friendly reminder from herself. Hey, time to stand up and give those joints a little love. And you know what? She swears she feels more energetic and less achy by the end of the day. It's not about making a big production. It's about honoring your body's need for movement in the small, everyday ways that add up over time. Speaking of honoring your body, another beautiful habit is adding a little balanced work into your day. Balance is one of those things we don't think about until we start to notice it's not as steady as it once was. But practicing balance can be simple and even a little bit fun. For example, when you're brushing your teeth, you can try standing on one foot for a few seconds, then the other, always keeping a hand lightly on the counter for safety. Of course. Or when you're waiting for the kettle to boil, you might try gently shifting your weight from one foot to the other, tuning into how your body feels. These little moments strengthen all those tiny muscles that help keep you steady and prevent falls, one of the biggest risks to mobility as we age. And the best part? You're weaving it right into what you're already doing, so it doesn't feel like another chore on the to-do list. Now that we've talked about stretching, standing, and balancing, there's another habit that ties them all together beautifully, and that habit is taking intentional walks. Now, I know walking might sound simple, and maybe you're thinking, I already walk plenty. But I'm not just talking about getting from the kitchen to the living room or from the car into the store. I mean making a little time each day for a slow, steady, mindful walk, where the focus isn't on speed or distance, but on how your body feels as it moves. Imagine slipping on a comfortable pair of shoes, stepping outside, and just letting your legs swing naturally. Your arms move loosely at your sides. Maybe you breathe a little deeper. Notice the fresh air, the bird song, the gentle warmth of sun on your face. Even 10 or 15 minutes like that, done consistently, can do wonders for your joints, your muscles, and even your mind. One gentleman I met, Carl, he's 68, told me that his morning walks aren't about exercise for him. They're about setting a positive tone for his whole day. He says he thinks of it like oiling the hinges on a door. It keeps everything moving smoother and easier. And you know what? He's right. Gentle, regular walking strengthens your legs, keeps your hips and knees flexible, improves your circulation, and even boosts your balance. The key here is consistency, not intensity. It's better to have a short, easy walk every day than to overdo it once a week and end up sore or discouraged. And if the weather isn't cooperating, even walking gently around your home, up and down the hallway a few times, still counts. Every step you take is a little investment in your freedom, your vitality, and your joy. And while we're on the subject of moving with awareness, another wonderful habit is learning to listen to your body signals, really tuning in, almost like having a conversation with yourself. After 60, our bodies can be a little more particular about what they need. One day you might feel like you can take a longer walk, stretch a little deeper, or even dance around the living room. Another day, you might need to go gentler, slower, and that's perfectly okay. Listening means noticing when something feels good, that deep, satisfying stretch, and noticing when something feels off, a sharp twinge or unusual fatigue. It means not pushing through pain just to prove something, but honoring the wisdom your body is offering. I like to think of it like tending a beloved garden. You don't yank at the plants to make them grow faster. You water them gently. You give them sunlight. You pull a weed here and there. You trust the process. Your body is the same. It flourishes with patience, kindness, and consistent care. Something as simple as checking in with yourself each morning. Maybe asking, how's my back feeling today? How are my knees? My shoulders? Can help you choose the movements that support you best that day. Some mornings, stretching will feel amazing. Other days, a gentle walk will be just what you need. And some days, honestly, extra rest is the smartest move. That's not failure. That's wisdom. Another way to support your mobility daily is to keep your joints healthy by staying hydrated. Now, hydration isn't something we always think about when we talk about mobility, but it's quietly essential. Our joints are cushioned by fluids that keep them gliding smoothly. If we're even a little dehydrated, those joints can start feeling stiff and cranky, like a rusty hinge. One simple habit is to keep a glass of water nearby throughout the day. Maybe add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you like a little flavor. And if you're not a big fan of plain water, herbal teas can be a lovely warming option too. The goal isn't to force huge amounts, but just to sip steadily and listen to your thirst. I knew a lovely woman named Joan who kept a small pitcher of water on her kitchen table with a little card next to it that said, "Sip for your hips." She said it made her smile and reminded her to drink a little every time she passed by. It's those small, playful reminders that make healthy habits feel like something you want to do, not something you have to do. When you weave these habits, mindful walking, daily stretching, tuning into your body, staying hydrated, into your life little by little, something truly beautiful happens. Movement starts to feel natural again. You wake up with less stiffness. You find yourself moving more easily through the day. You might even notice a lightness, a kind of joyful energy that you haven't felt in a while. It's not about chasing the body you had at 30. It's about celebrating the body you have right now, today, and giving it every opportunity to thrive. Every gentle stretch, every short walk, every sip of water, every moment of listening is a way of saying, I value myself. I'm still growing. I'm still vibrant. I'm still here, and I'm going to make the most of it. And that brings me to another beautiful, often overlooked daily mobility habit. And that habit is practicing simple balance exercises. You might be surprised how much balance affects our daily lives until one day it feels a little shaky. Standing on one foot to pull on a sock, stepping off a curb, reaching up to grab something from a shelf. Good balance keeps us confident. It keeps us safe. And thankfully, it's something we can gently strengthen a little at a time. You don't need fancy equipment or long workouts. Just little moments woven into your day. Maybe while brushing your teeth, you try standing on one foot for a few seconds, holding onto the counter if you need to. Or while waiting for your coffee to brew, you practice gently rising onto your tiptoes and lowering back down. Small, playful movements like these wake up all the tiny muscles that support you without you even realizing it. I once met a gentleman named Frank. He's 74, who started doing simple balance exercises while waiting for commercials during his favorite TV shows. He joked that it made him feel like he was training for life's little surprises, like stepping around a puddle or reaching for a grandchild's toy under the couch. And you know what? It's true. Balance training isn't about performing tricks. It's about building the quiet strength and reflexes that keep us steady when we need it most. Another beautiful way to support balance and mobility is practicing deep, steady breathing alongside your movements. When we move with the breath, inhaling as we stretch, exhaling as we relax, we naturally move slower, more mindfully. Our muscles stay more relaxed. Our minds stay calmer. And it makes the whole body feel more connected, more at ease. There's a peacefulness in moving this way, like a slow, flowing dance between breath and body. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Even something as simple as taking a slow, deep breath in while reaching your arms overhead and a slow breath out as you lower them can shift your whole mood and energy. It's incredible how something so simple can feel so nourishing. It's like giving your nervous system a little hug, reminding yourself that it's okay to move gently, that it's okay to take your time. And speaking of taking your time, I can't stress enough how important it is to build moments of mindful rest into your days. Rest isn't laziness. It's part of the rhythm of a healthy, active life. Just like a muscle grows stronger when it's time to recover after exercise, your body and your spirit need those moments of stillness to rebuild, to recharge. Maybe it's sitting by a window with a warm cup of tea and letting your eyes wander over the trees or the sky. Maybe it's lying down with your legs propped up on a pillow for a few minutes after a walk. Or maybe it's closing your eyes for just a minute and listening to your own breath. These moments of gentle rest are like little seeds you plant every day, seeds that blossom into greater energy, better balance, easier movement. It's easy to overlook rest because we live in a world that often praises busyness. But real vitality isn't about rushing from one thing to another. It's about feeling awake and alive in your own body. It's about moving with purpose, with kindness, with presence. You deserve that. You deserve to feel good when you wake up in the morning. You deserve to trust your body, to move through your day with ease and confidence. And every small habit you nurture, every stretch, every step, every breath, every sip of water is a gift you're giving yourself, not just for today, but for all the beautiful days ahead. And if there's one final thought I want to leave you with, it's this: it's never too late, not by a long shot. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body is still capable of growing stronger, more flexible, and more vibrant. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to move like you did at 20. You only have to move like you today, with love, with patience, and with hope. Even the smallest effort matters. Even the gentlest movement counts. You're building a foundation, moment by moment, for a longer, happier, more mobile life. And just imagine, a year from now, how grateful your future self will be that you started today, that you took those first small steps, that you believed in yourself enough to say, yes, I deserve to move. I deserve to feel good. I deserve to live fully. So if you're ready, take a slow, deep breath with me right now. Feel your chest rise, your body relax just a little. That's the first step. And from here, the possibilities are endless. Here's to moving with grace. Here's to living with energy. Here's to stretching your life longer, one beautiful, mindful step at a time. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you found these tips helpful, I would love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or your own favorite daily habits in the comments below. And if you like more simple ways to keep your body strong, flexible, and vibrant, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community where every day is a fresh chance to thrive. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You are absolutely worth it. Since the main points and conclusion have already been covered, let's weave in a soft, heartfelt bonus section. Something that adds emotional depth and leaves your audience feeling even more uplifted and connected. You know, before we end today, there's something else I'd love to share with you. Something that I believe with all my heart. And it's this: movement isn't just about keeping your body young. It's about keeping your spirit alive. When you take a moment each day to move, no matter how small or gentle that movement is, you're sending yourself a powerful message. You're telling yourself, I am still here. I am still growing. I am still living my story. Every time you stretch a little further, every time you balance just a second longer, every time you breathe a little deeper, you're not just improving your health, you're honoring your life. You're celebrating all the years that brought you to this moment. And you're saying yes to all the beautiful moments still to come. It's not about chasing youth. It's not about pretending we're the same as we were decades ago. It's about embracing who we are now with all the wisdom, all the resilience, all the grace we've earned. It's about choosing to show up for ourselves, not perfectly, but wholeheartedly. You see, no matter what the world may sometimes say, aging isn't decline. It's a deepening, a ripening, a blooming into a richer, more vibrant version of who we are. And caring for your body with daily, loving movement is one of the greatest acts of respect you can give to yourself. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to start. Whether today you can stretch for 10 minutes or just take 3 deep breaths while rolling your shoulders, it all matters. It all counts. There is no small effort when it comes to loving yourself. And the most beautiful part, when you nurture yourself this way, it ripples outward. You inspire your friends. You inspire your family. You remind everyone around you that it's never too late to start living with intention, with hope, with joy. Imagine the legacy you're building, not just a legacy of years lived, but of life embraced, of mornings greeted with gratitude, of steps taken with confidence, of days lived with laughter, even when the knees ache a little and the back feels a bit stiff. You are writing that story every day, and you are doing it beautifully. So as we part ways today, I want to thank you again, not just for watching, but for choosing yourself, for showing up, for believing that your best days aren't behind you, but still ahead, waiting with open arms. Keep stretching, keep breathing, keep moving, and most importantly, keep loving this incredible life you've been given. Because you, my friend, are a gift, a living, breathing, ever-growing miracle. Until we meet again, take gentle care of yourself. Walk with joy. Move with gratitude. Lie with all the beautiful fire that still burns within you. The world needs your light, and I can't wait to see you shine.